At this moment I knew I was happy I hit the combo, but I also knew the product I just took out the box is gas. Here we go! See, in 2024, I reviewed almost every kind of leverless possible, to indie, to cheap ones, and hella different luxury brands. The big problem when it comes to buying your first leverless controller is, do you want to break the bank to get something worthwhile, or do you want to get something budget friendly like under $100 that can service you as well? There's a problem on both spectrum of this. Before y'all go off, from my experience, the lower budget friendly options are usually the ones that feel good at first but feel horrible or annoying to deal with down the road. A lot of times you'll need something like a brick converter to operate at tournaments, offline, etc. A lot of times it comes with buying extra third-party peripherals that can be small, and you can lose this if you're not really too upkeep on it. And some high expensive, high fidelity controllers are way too much for most consumers to think about buying, especially if you're not a person that's going to use it 24/7 or very serious about competing. And even in the higher budget options that are out there are very annoying because they might be missing some features that the smaller ones will have. Today I think I found that middle ground, y'all. Let's enter the Victrix Pro KO by Turtle Beach. They did send me this, so I got to get that off the record. We're going to break this baby down, show you what's inside, because on my stream, we had a fun time doing this. Now, my reaction to unboxing this baby, ooh, I was very surprised from what I've been hearing online versus actually having it and using it myself. First of all, the packaging is so good, you can tell it's like Sony official package. And the moment of truth, people. The packaging comes in, feels really good. I thought it was plastic. I thought it was... Yo, this is kind of hot. Okay, so first things first, they have this bottom plate. I don't know if you can really see. It has really clicky buttons. The buttons are, they love smaller buttons for some reason. It has an L3, R3 button, bigger than normal sizes. You know that new phone box smell that smells like, my money, my tax dollars. That's what that hit like. Oh. Got a little carrying bag that comes with it. Okay. I don't like these per se. Like if they were just a draw strap, this would be more like cool. Next is the big part. The thing everybody wants to see is the cable gas. Yep. And it's the standard USB-C cable. The one they give you. I have like 3 of these. These are so good. People that's probably like, well, what does it feel like? How does it feel to carry? It feels like the size of like almost a little bit more thicker than a current MacBook. The Turtle Beach Victrix Pro KO Fight Stick is about 2.7 pounds and 1,225 grams. This leverless comes with 16 buttons altogether, 16 movable and mappable buttons. And the switches are hot swappable Cherry MX Speed Silver RGB switches. Let me show you something that I almost didn't know about this leverless when I first got it. When I first got the leverless, y'all see this extra hole on the leverless? Over here, 1, 2, 3. Let me show you why this is insane. You can customize everything in this leverless. I'm not joking. For 250 buckaroos, you get all of this. This is the perfect middle ground price for these types of controllers. Extra backup buttons. I've already used one. I put one right here, but you do get 4. They give you extra cherry switches on this side, which they give you 4. This right here already adds, if for that together, could probably be like an extra 10 to almost 30 bucks, depending on where you buy the extra switches from. I think this might be the best leverless right now. Period. This might be the best one of all time. If you were skeptical about this one at this point, I feel like you can't go wrong with the price point. $250 for all this is insane. But we're not done. There's a lot more to this that you don't know about. Also, people are asking, the top plate is aluminum, not plastic. Next question is going to be, what consoles does it work on? It works on everything, except I believe you do need to get a specific version for Xbox, but you could just buy, aka what I showed you earlier, a brick converter. With the Victrix Pro KO, it works on PS5, PS4, and PC, and it's officially licensed by both PlayStation and Xbox, depending on which iteration of this controller or pad you decide to buy. Another key thing about its design is the slope that you have here. This slope gives it, for where you're playing, you can put your hands on it and rest in some shape or form while hitting buttons. Since your hands are propped up anyway, you're gonna be holding it, you know, above, not like this, you know, 24/7. Another quick feature that people want to ask, if you're a speed runner or anything potentially like that, you can also change this from the D-pad settings to the left analog stick. Also, for a lot of y'all that go to tournaments, y'all need a tournament lock button, which this has. It disables all the extra buttons that you probably won't need in a match anyway. You just flick this up. That's it. That's all. Oh, I forgot to change and tell you the most important thing. You got extra buttons. You got 4 extra ones. How do you map them? You plug it into PC. It cannot be on PS5 mode. It has to be on PC mode. It's tight. We're updating your controller with all the latest features. Oh my God, I recommend you updating. I didn't even think about doing this. Now the controller is all up to date. Now here you can remap buttons, any button on the controller. Now we're on the remap button screen. It's simple and easy to do this. You have to play with to see which button is it going to be, but they tell you on the website which button is which. So I have an extra button in between the jump up directional and the X and O button, the button right under it. So the P3 button, what I want it to be is I simply want it to be the touchpad. All right, I'm back after remapping. Again, the app can be a little buggy, but listen to me. So next to the jump button, the up button, there's 2 buttons I mapped. There's an extra 2 buttons I added to this Leverless that y'all will see here. The first one that I made is a restart button for training mode. I need that because I just don't like having to hit down on the touchpad constantly to do it. It was fucking annoying the hell out of me. I hate having to do the touchpad, especially when it's so far away. It messes up my flow. And then I have another D button. I don't recommend having too many buttons mapped near each other, or put them in different spaces if you want to, because it could get kind of fugly ugly, especially when you're doing combos and shit like that. Who knows? But I really like having a reset button and touch button being something different, because the touch button is very like weird to constantly press. It's so much different in its material and like how it feels compared to any type of arcade stick buttons, personally for me. So that's why I changed it to giving me just a free fast restart button. You also got to remap them in game too to the button you want it to be so it could work. You could also instantly test SOCD functions and mode at the same time. Right now it's on neutral mode, so if I hit up plus down, it just returns to neutral. If I hit left or right, if I hit them at the same time, it returns to neutral. Since this is a Fatal Fury video, I made the rev guard button specifically while I played this game, a specific color. On my main profile 1, I made R1 the button to where it's gonna glow a specific color, which is orange in the game. And I made it to be like that, so I'm like, all right, rev button time, let's get it. Now I hit save changes. How that looks in real time, there you go. Oh, this controller is probably lit, man. This is for $250, my nigga. This is cracked out for $250. Just think about it. If you're a person who plays fighting games a lot, I feel like if you spend at least over 100 hours on a fighting game, and that's baby hours in the world of learning and playing a fighting game, you should definitely invest into this Leverless, because you get everything you need in a controller for $250. 300's kind of pushing it. Yeah, think about it. A Switch 2 is $450, so a lot of the options are hard to come by that go past $250. Personally, I'll say $280-ish. So my nigga, this is gas. That's my cat in the background because he like it too. Yeah, feel me? This review easily could be 100 hours alone about all the details that Victrix Pro does right. It's gonna be hard to beat this for a while for the $250 options, especially under the $300 luxury Leverless arcade stick pricing a lot of people do have. I would have to give this a 10 out of 10. Second opinion, a 9 out of 10. What I really hate that most Leverless does as some other ones that I don't want to bring up in the video do. I wish companies would do something different with these small little buttons at the top and try to incorporate them on the side of the leverless. It's easy to hit, you know, but at the same time, you could probably get errors by leaning on it and stuff like that. So I understand. Just a personal preference. If you guys enjoyed this review, make sure you go ahead and copy one. They're on sale on $250. And it's your boy Avataryaya. You guys are golden, and that is raw. Voila. Peace. And I'm out.